So I hope you all have had a better day than I have. Hello, Lisa. How are you doing? I've been live all the time, Lisa. I go live every day almost. The only days I really don't go live is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because I'm over at the market. So that drains me. Like when I come home, I'm just like. But besides that, I'm on every single day. I was on last night. I was on the night before. I'm on every day. But you know what I need to do? I need to make a time where it's not so sporadic. Do you work at the market? No, so I have like a little booth there. I make press-on nails and I make earrings. So, I sell those things there. So it's just a flea market and I do that on the weekends. And then I bartend through the week. But, thank you for liking the live, football head. Thank you. But anyway, oh, that's a little too loud. Let's turn that down just a skoshie. I should put on, you know what, like today, this morning, I woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning, or not 1 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I usually wake up at 3, it's really weird, but I woke up at 6, and I'm like, this is weird, because I usually wake up at 3, so it said, Lisa, it says you are losing your subscription benefits. What a say yes. If you hit the second one, it's only $3. It's not $6. Just as a little FYI. Hi, honeybee. How are you, love? Hello. If we can all tap on the screen, please. If you have a penny, if you can grab a heart me. Today's been a really shitty, bad day. A really, really bad day. If you guys can grab your heart me's, I would really, really appreciate it. Tapping and the heart me's really helped me out in the TikTok world. Thank you, honeybee. You're the first heart me of the day. Thank you so, so much. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you so much. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put like in my bio that I go live at X amount of time and then like X amount of time. But my life is like kind of weird. Like, you know, between like, well, here's the thing though. Like when I said I bartend, I broke my arm and my wrist and my lumbar spine, so I had to have surgery. And I talked my doctor into taking my my cast off earlier than what it should have been off, which he did, and he put it in like a brace. But now I have like a limp hand, because I need to like work my muscles back again, so I have to take this off and like work my muscles back. But Tina Fina 514, what does all that mean? What do all those emojis mean? But anyway, so I talked him out of taking my cast off early so I could get back to work. And that's why I've had such a shitty ass freaking day, because I called both of my places of employment, and I'm like, okay, I got my cast off, I can come back to work now. And hi, Tina, how are you, love? And they were like, oh, we filled your position. In both places. Thank you, Tina, for the second heart me. Thank you. So, at both of my jobs, both of my bartending jobs, they filled my position because, obviously I can't bartend with a broken arm and wrist. And honestly, I was trying to come back a little bit too early because even with this, when I have this on, it hurts really bad. And when I have it off, I try to do exercises to strengthen my hands and my wrist. Because I'll show you, when I take it off, I have it's like a limp. It's almost like when somebody has paralysis, when they have something called a limp leg or something like that. That's what my arm is almost doing. So I have to gain muscle back into and my insurance that's still a little loud. As soon as I said that, it went down. As soon as my insurance, they want $1,125 as a deductible. So if you see so if I hold my hand out straight like this, can you see a difference? So I hold my hand straight out like this. If I were to hold my hand straight out like this, you can still see a lot of the swelling here. But my hand wants to go down like this, where I can hold my hand out like this. And when I hold my hand out like this, it naturally wants to go down like that. So I need to do like this, so me going back to work and bartending right now probably wasn't the best idea anyway. I need to exfoliate so bad because I'm having a cast on for so long. You lose so many dead skin cells a day. But when you have a cast on, all those skin cells, this is my backup. Oh, okay, gotcha. So you can see the swelling there. And this is where the break is right here in my wrist. And then my arm, you'll see on the x-ray, right here is where the break on my arm is here. And then the break on my wrist is here. So, no, I don't want to. No. Don't want. Yes, finally I can turn off battling. Hi, Betty Boob. How did you break your wrist? You fell, yes. My freaking dog, my next door neighbor, who actually happens to be my landlord too. It looks like I'm praying, but I'm just trying to get some exercises in. I'm trying to Google exercises for my hands to get them strength, because this is my dominant hand. But my dog, my next door neighbor, she's Korean and she has a thing. My sis had a cast on for 6 weeks, and after it was removed, her arm was really white. Oh, I bet. Gigi Mama? I'm Gigi. I bet it was. But my dog, so my next door neighbor, who is my landlord, also, she's Korean and she has like this like thing that goes like around, but she takes bacon and she puts lace through it. It's a literal lace because when the lace came out of the bacon that my dog had, but she puts raw bacon out and raw bacon and she cures it outside like that. And but I don't know if it's like sprayed or something is on it because there's never any flies on it. There's never any bugs. There's no like creepy crawlers. There's no like rodents at night, like raccoons or possums or whatever the hell roams at night, that eats the bacon, right? And so it was just really weird. So anyway, I was taking my dogs out. Hi, Tina. And Hobie got a hold of the piece of bacon, and I was like, Hobie, no. And so I was trying to get it out of his mouth, and I had my other dog with my other, and they had the retractable leashes. So I'm trying to like scissor it because I bring my other dog over, and I'm like trying to scissor it out of his mouth, and he is not letting go of that bitch at all. I love this song, by the way. So anyway, the dog that got away, he's a runner. He is an escape artist. And at first he was just playing. He was like, just playing. And then we like locked eyes. And then when we locked eyes, like he was like, oh, she doesn't have a hold of me right now, And I'm like, no. So, because once he gets away, it's next to impossible to find him. And he is my empath dog. He is my baby. He is my baby child. And, like, I'm an empath and he's an empath. He really is. Like, when I'm crying, he cries. Like, yesterday I was crying and he jumped up and he put his little head on my neck and started crying with me. He was crying with me. I was crying, and he was literally crying with me. Make sure we're tapping the screen, please. We're almost at 10K. If you guys can please tap on the screen, I'd appreciate it. So anyway, he was getting ready to go, and I seen his leash go, so I wanted to at least try to put my body weight onto him. Like onto the line so he wouldn't get away. So I was gonna like dive into his leash like on first base, like a softball player or like a baseball player or something like that. Well, in doing that, I tripped over Hobie and I went straight down on my hand like this and broke my wrist and my arm, and I did a flip and I flipped onto Rocco's leash, which I broke my lumbar spine, my 1 through 5. So they had to go in on Valentine's Day actually and put cement. They had surgery on my back on Valentine's Day. Yeah, so on Valentine's Day, I had to go in for surgery on my back. So they had to put cement through my lumbar spine because I had broke my lumbar spines. So so that was a good Valentine's Day for me. And then they asked me in the hospital if I wanted to do this, if I wanted this to be invasive or invasive, meaning like, do I want to have surgery on it or do I not want to have surgery on it? And I said, let's not have surgery on it. And he said, oh, he said, yeah, it's good. It's probably better. Well, they wrapped me up, as you guys know, because I've been live for like ever. And then they put a cast in it. At first they had me in a soft cast, which is like a hard one. It's like a soft, hard one, if that makes any kind of sense, wrapped up like with like that brown stuff. And then they put me in a cast, a hard cast. So anyway, I begged him to take me out of the cast early so I could get back to bartending. And I lost both my bartending jobs because they had to fill my position. I thought you had carpal tunnel surgery. No, I didn't have carpal tunnel surgery. I broke my wrist and my arm. So I guess, losing, with me not having those jobs, I guess is probably for the best. It gives me a chance to get my hand stronger again. But all day today I went out and, for the first 3 hours I applied online for jobs, online for like 3 hours. And then I went out at like 2:00, and then I didn't get home until like 7. So I was out for like 5 hours just going around to all the bars and all the restaurants and stuff, putting in all my applications and my are you in a yeah, I'm in a brace. I just have it off right now. I was showing everybody so this is my brace that I'm in, but I need to really get strength back in my hand. I really have no strength. I literally have, like, let me see. This hurts. Holding this hurts. I feel this here. So if I'm serving a drink all night long, I could let me see if I can do something. That hurt, but I did it. Do you need a bone growth stimulator? I don't know what that is, Sunshine. Let me see if I can put this on. Yeah, I can put this on because I use my fingers. But, do you think it's a better idea to sleep in my brace or sleep without it? I don't know. I didn't ask the doctor. I think it would probably be better for me to sleep with it on, so it helps fuse the bones faster. Oh, growth stimulator. I'll have to ask my doctor. I have to see him again. Sleep with it. Okay, that's what I thought too, because I thought, sleep with it. Yeah, that's what I thought too, because if I like roll over on it like something crazy, although you guys are gonna laugh at me. Hello, Teresa. You are beautiful. But if you guys want to hear something funny, is I sleep like coffin style. So I don't. First of all, I have a California king size bed. Hi, Jaxie. How are you? I have a California king size bed, and so this is just from my traumas, from all the years of trauma that I've been through. I have a California king size bed, and I sleep on this much of my bed. In fact, like my legs hang off, like when I'm laying in bed, my kneecaps and my elbows hang off the side of the bed because I have conditioned my head to sleep as far on the side of the bed as I possibly could. I had a shitty day, but we all have shitty days, and a door will open eventually. It will. Things will happen. Everybody has shitty days. But I'm just trying to Google different exercises to do to strengthen my arm, because my arm is not really that bad. The break in my arm is a lot better. What I'm having problems with is right here. And so, like, you guys can just see, like, the difference. So, but I need to strengthen my hands. Like, doing this hurts. That's why I can't knock a bitch out right now if I wanted to. So I really need to strengthen my hands. Because I can't, like, here I can make a fist. I can't make a fist yet. Like, this is as much as fist as I can do. I can't, it hurts too bad to make like a full, like, knock a bitch out fist. How bad was your arm break? So my arm broke, the bone broke. So it wasn't bad enough to where it needed pins, but on the x-ray, the only way I can explain it to you is on the x-ray, you see a bone here, and then you see a bone here. So, but it wasn't bad enough to where it needed pins. It was broke to where it could heal itself by going, as long as we, like, kept it mobile. It could mend back on its own. So it wasn't like a terrible break. But the wrist was a bad break. But my arm is fine. Honestly, it really is. My arm really does not hurt. What hurts is right here. And I think they referred that to as a clean break. A clean break. Well, that's good. That's good I had a clean break then, because I think I'd be in a lot worse of a position if I wasn't in if it was a bad break. You know what I mean? But do you guys see? You guys probably can't. You guys can see that. You see the skin? So, like, your body loses so much. It's hard for me to. I can't turn my wrist. Hold on. You see that? I think tomorrow what I'm going to do, you see the discoloration there? What I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to, like, put it in, like, a warm, like, bath and exfoliate really, really well, and then put, like, one of those hand masks on, because you lose so many skin cells a day. But you don't realize how many skin cells you lose a day until you have a cast on for 2 months, and then it comes off, and, like, can you guys see that? Where it's like, it's all dead skin cells. You move great for just having back surgery. Oh, thank you. So it's not like back surgery as you would think, like as like a back being broke in half. It's not that type. It was a lumbar spine. It was so I should say back. I should say a spine break instead of like a back break. Even though your spine is still your back, I should say like a lumbar spine instead of back, because when you say back break, people automatically think your back breaks in half. A fusion, yeah. So they just so when I went in for surgery, they just made like like a slit through my back, and they put it was like cement in um the the lumbars there that were broke. So, and when I came out of surgery, I felt great. I was like, oh, this is great. My back feels amazing. But I still had like the propofol and whatever else they give you when they knock the anesthesia, So, but the next day I woke up and I was like, okay, nah, this does not feel that great. But when I first came out of surgery, I was like, oh, I feel fine. But after like all the anesthesia, like we're almost at 10K, guys. Keep tapping, please. Also, if you have a penny, if you can please do a heart me. We only have 2 heart me's so far. We've only had two heart me's. So if you have a penny, if you could please grab a heart me, I would really, really appreciate that. Do you have rods? No, I don't have rods. No. No. So I just really, I want to exfoliate my hand tomorrow. I want to put it like in like a warm like bath and get it all like wet, like when you do it pedicures, And thank you, football head. Thank you for the 3rd heart me. Thank you, football head. Did you have a disc? Did you have your disc removed? No, I did not have my disc removed. No. So they just cemented. So they just went in and they put cement through where everything was broke. So it was called a KLYoscopy, whatever that is, whatever that is. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Like KLYoscopy. So whatever that is. That's the kind of that's the kind where they put the cement in your vertebrae or vertebrae. Yeah, coloscopy. No, not a coloscopy. That's a poop one, which I do have to have that one in May. Unfortunately, I have to have that in May. But it's bothering me. It's really, really bothering me that I have all this dead skin on me. It's just really, really bothering me. Like I went and I dropped, and then I like immediately knew I wasn't getting this job because like the lady went to go shake my hand and I had my brace on, and she like saw all of this and she was like, "What's wrong with your arm?" And I was like, "Oh, I broke it and I just had my cast off." And so I just have it in a brace, but I just put it in a brace when I'm not working. But she saw that and she was like, "Oh, what happened to your arm?" And I'm like, "Well, there goes that job." But But I do. One of my really good friends is a manager at a bar at a club, and he works tomorrow at 2. So I'm gonna go see him tomorrow at 2, and then I have an interview at shit, I forget. Let me go look. Hold on. Hi, Temptation. How are you? So, my one friend, she had her friend. She just messaged me. Her friend owns a place, and she said she's gonna call her and let her know. And also, my friend is a manager at a bar, so I'm hanging in there. How are you? I'm hanging in there too. My friend's a manager at a bar, so I'm gonna go see him tomorrow at 2:00. And then I do have a job interview tomorrow, I think at 2:45 at somewhere, I forget. They haven't gotten back to me yet. They just asked if that time would work for me, and I said yes. So I haven't heard back from them yet. So we'll see. But I guess it works out better that way because it gives me time to work my hands out. It gives me time to get strength back in my hand, which I desperately need. And I'm just gonna Google and YouTube how to do this. Anyway, so last night when we were on subscribers only and I told my story, I told half of my story I told my story of being trafficked, and I stopped because it was getting pretty late. And I told you all I would finish the story. Thank you, Temptation. Thank you. I told everybody that I would finish the story of where we left off. So, yesterday in subscribers, I will keep it out of subscribers, as long as, we don't have any mean people coming in here, any bullies. I think right now, Honeybee is the only mod I have in here right now, so, as long as we can, keep it nice, I will keep it out of subscribers. Hi, Miss Italian. How are you? Yeah, so I said I have Honeybee. Thank you, Miss Italian. I might need you because right now it is just Honeybee. So, but we only have 22 people in here, and usually, I used to have 800 people in here when they were going crazy over saying all my shit was fake, even though there's documents on everything. You can freaking look up all my RPS names, and you can see my name right underneath it, and they kind of laid off of it. But anyway, and they said that, I was scam. I've never asked anybody for a penny. All I ever asked for are heart me's or a gift goal. That's all I ever asked for is heart me's, a penny heart me, and I always put a gift goal up there. I'm a creator. I'm in an agency. That's what we're supposed to do. Every single other person does it. That's what we're supposed to do on TikTok when you're a creator, especially when you're in an agency. And so then they were like, well, you're trying to get gifts. And I'm like, everybody, you know, you look at it as like I'm entertaining you. I'm telling you stories. I'm telling you about my life. I'm telling you about things that are going on. So when you go to dinner, you tip your server, or if you're being entertained, you tip your entertainer, right? So that's what like gifting is for. It's a penny for a heartbeat. Do you know what I mean? So people were saying that, but like they were like I was scamming. I'm like, I've never asked anybody for a penny, never. I don't put a Cash App up. I don't put a PayPal. I don't put any of that shit up. I don't do that. Yeah, I'm not one of those people that do that. I'm just not. I never have been, and I never will be. They wouldn't just put cement on your spine. Rods, cage discs removed as well. Sunshine, you don't know what you're talking about, because in my doctor paperwork, that's exactly what they did. So don't tell me they wouldn't just do that. They wouldn't just put cement on your spine. Rods and cages discs removed as well. Listen, I don't think you're a doctor, so I thought you were cool, but apparently you're not. Social media has so many trolls. It's ridiculous. It has turned literally into people that call themselves awareness pages are nothing but bullying pages. People who call themselves awareness pages are nothing but trying to beat somebody down when they're already down. Now, I 100 completely understand when it's somebody like Lisa, where she is on every single day begging for money because she needs a fix. Or if it's somebody else begging for money for a fix. Or if they're on every single day begging for something, right? But if you're on literally just telling your story, right? And people are on here just being mean just to be mean, that is not right. That's not right at all. That's not right at all. Especially I'm a good person. I am a fucking amazing person. I used to be the biggest piece of shit ever. I have 14 years clean. I do so much work with the homeless. I get addicts into, I get them grants into rehabs that they wouldn't be able to get into because they don't have the correct insurance, or they don't have insurance at all. I do a lot of good things because I did a lot of bad things when I was out using. So I'm trying to right my wrongs. Okay, so people coming after me was absolutely ridiculous. I had a beautiful page for almost 3 years where I would come on and tell my story. And it wasn't until I started getting gifted for it is when people went crazy. And as soon as I started getting gifted for it, people went crazy and was like, oh, she's getting gifted for telling her story. What the fuck, dude? There's like literal battlers that get like gifts that are like 50,000 points back to back to back to back. I haven't had one gift yet, and I've had 3 heart me's. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, that's crazy that people come after me like that. That's ridiculous. But anyway, so I told my story last night, and subscribers, over, from me being trafficking, and then we stopped it, and then we're gonna restart it tonight. So after all that, where we ended it was, Doug had asked, if I needed a ride home, and that one time I finally gave in and said yes, I would take a ride home. And I woke up in a parking lot, and he had RP'd me. He had my pants and my panties down to my ankles. And I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And then he pushed me out of the car. But before he pushed me out of the car, I was able to get a good one in on him. I was proud of myself because I knocked his tooth out. But I was like, I am not going to let another motherfucker get away with doing this to me. I'm just not going to let it do it. I'm not letting another guy do this to me. Like, what the fuck? And so he pushed me out of the car and he sped off. But where he sped off to, it was at a red light, and there was a car in front, and then he was in the middle, and then I was like, why am I hot? My fan's not on. And thank goodness I checked that, because my chargers weren't on either. So I pulled my pants and my panties up, and I took off running for his car. And I got back into his car, and I called 911. And I said, hi, Joanne. Hi. I miss you. Hi, Georgia Bale. Hi, Jess. How are you? So, I ran back into his car, and I called 911, and I said, I need I need an officer. I've just been assaulted. And she said, okay, where are you? And I said, I don't know where I'm at. I'm very out of it right now. Yes, please welcome in. Please tap. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hi, I'm doing okay. Do you know did you know I had a cast on? Did you know that? I just got my cast off. And I got my brace off right now. I'm trying to strengthen my hand a little bit. I just got my cast off yesterday. But if you guys can we're already over 10K. If you guys have a penny, if you can please give me a heart me, I would really, really appreciate that. It's 1 penny. And I also have a gift goal up there. If anybody, gifting is not required. It's not, and you don't need to gift me anything. But I do have a gift goal up there. If you're feeling nice, or if you just want to give me a gift, I do have a gift goal up there. And it doesn't have to be that one. You can pick out any one you want if you want to. But if you do have a penny, tapping and heart me's get me into the TikTok world. So we've had 3 heart me's so far. Thank you, Miss Italian. That's my first gift of the night. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That was my first gift of the night. Thank you. I appreciate you very, very much. Thank you. So, I jumped back in his car, and I called the police, and I said, and he's like, please don't call the police. Please don't call the police. And I'm like, fuck you. I'm calling police. And, they said, do do you know where you're at? Pretty, thank you for the heart me. Thank you. Number 4, that's 4th heart me. Thank you, Pretty. And I said, she said, do you know where you're at? And I said, I am very out of it right now. I'm very hugged because he hugs me, And I said, I've just been sexually assaulted and I need help. And she said, okay, well, do you know what kind of car you're in? And I said, no. She said, do you know what color it is? And I said, it's maroon. She says, is it 2 or 4 door? And I said, it's a 4 door. And she said, okay, tell me what you're passing right now. And he's like, get off the phone. Get off the phone. And while I'm on the phone, 911 is telling me, the dispatcher's telling me to tell him to pull over. And I'm telling him to pull over. And he's like, I'm not pulling over. And I'm telling the dispatcher, I'm like, he's not pulling over. He won't pull over. And she said, okay, just tell me what you're passing. And I said, okay, we're passing a 7-Eleven. We're passing a Fridays. We're passing a putt-putt. And so they pulled us from like the landmarks that I was giving her and the description of the car. They were able to pull us over in the Friendly's parking lot. Now Doug is a big guy. He's like 6 foot, like 5 or something, and he's like 330 pounds. He's a big dude. And I remember them ripping him out of the car. And he said, and I remember this verbatim, like it was yesterday. He goes, I'm so sorry. He goes, I hugged her. I RP'd her, and I'm sorry. And those were the 3 things that he said. He said, I hugged her, I RP'd her, and I'm sorry. And that he told on himself. And so they get me out of the car and they get me to the hospital because they had to do an RP kit on me. They obviously took him to jail. And he actually picked up more charges because he told on himself. Because, like, he did things to me. I like this song. He did things to me that I didn't even know he did to me because I was completely out of it. And he told on himself, so he picked up extra charges because he was so dumb that he told on himself. So his charges were SA, DV, kidnapping, and RP. And after my trafficker had followed me to Orlando after he had, did what he did to me, I'm like, I have to get out of here. I have to leave. I've got to get out of here. So I moved to Charlotte County. And when I moved to Charlotte County, he followed me there. He followed me to Charlotte County, which he was not supposed to do. And so they finally picked him up on his warrant, and they extradited him back to Orange County, which is Orlando, where it happened. And he did his time. He got 15 years for it, and he did his time. And then he just got out July 31st of this year. And or last year, because July hasn't came yet. And love the wig. Oh, thank you. It's not a wig, it's my hair, but thank you. It's not a wig at all, but thank you. It's all my hair. It's all mine. I don't wear wigs. I'm naturally blessed with a lot of big, beautiful hair. But I'm sorry if you have to wear wigs. I'm sorry if you have to wear wigs. Because I am blessed, honey, with some beautiful, beautiful, curly, full of volume hair. Okay, honey? There's no wig in this. But I'm sorry if you have paper thin hair. That must suck for you. But there is hair gummies you can get. There's hair gummies you can get that can help out. It'll help you out. It will. I'm sure it will. So after that happened, I was so messed up in the head. I was so fucked up in the head after that, you know. I was band-aiding all of my emotions with hugs. And, you know, finally I went to Park Royal. I moved to Lee County. And I went to Park Royal. And I went there just because it's a dual diagnostic place. I want dreadlocks. You should dread your hair. You should dread it. If that's what you want to do, that's what you should do. Do whatever makes your little heart happy. If you want to shave your head, shave your head. Whatever you want to do, you do it. But anyway, I was so mentally messed up in my head that I go to a hospital, which is called Park Royal, which is a dual diagnostic place. And I go there for the hugs, and I also go there for the mental. And wow, we have a bunch of trolls in here tonight. Where's Miss Italian at? Miss Italian, can you say something? Can you just say hi or something? Thank you. Honeybee is working overtime over here. All right, you got powers. Hi, Tracy. How are you, love? All right, I'm going to try. This is the first time ever. I'm going to try to put my hair up without a brace. But these are things I have to do because it's the only way my hand is going to get stronger. But there's no way I'm going to be able to clip it. I know that. Get a job. Have a job. Thank you, Susie. Thank you. So anyway, so after he got extradited, he got out July 31st, and thank you, Guardians of the Lore. I only mod people that come in here and support me every day, every time I'm live. This is the first time I've ever seen you, but I appreciate the offer. You know, for the first time. Yeah, this is the first time I've seen you. You know, people who, you know, gift me or, you know, even heart me, or gift me, they come in every single day. I make them mods because I know they're here for me. But people that I've never seen before, that hasn't even hearted me or anything. Hello, Christine. How are you? Hello, doll. How are you? So then I go to Park Royal, and Guardians of Valor would be an excellent mod for you. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you. Average girl. Oh, says from the person from all the troll groups. I love it when the people that come from like the awareness groups are like, they would be a great mod for you. Yeah, Texas tip for a mod. Yeah, just right. Texas tip. Yeah, right. Kentucky, thank you. Just because you said Texas tip, you got blocked, honey. I am a troll. Oh, okay. Well, goodbye. I knew you were. Let's just mute everybody. Don't block them. Just mute them. Just mute them. Don't block them. Unless they're dickwads. And then we'll block them. Because all they're doing is putting, engaging on my page. Hi, cat lady. You can find it on my page. You just have to scroll down. I tell my story. I just told my story last night and subscribers. And I am finishing up my story right now because we didn't finish it up last night. Hello, Lisa. If you guys can all please tap on the screen, and if you have a penny, if you can do a heart me. If you're not a troll, out of the 63 people that are in here, if you guys aren't trolls, if you have a penny, if you can do a heart me, that would be awesome. And if you can't, that's okay too. Gifts are not required. I'm going to still be here talking. So, but we all know. Thank you, Susie Perez. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. But anyway, so I go to Park Royal, and one day, I go there because I'm messed up on hugs, and also I need mental help. Like, I had just been trafficked. I had broke free from being trafficked, and then after that, I had been ran over. I had been pew-pewed. I was in a wheelchair for the longest time. I had to learn how to rewalk. And then after all of that, I had to, I got freaking RP'd by Doug. And then I go into this mental hospital. And one night I woke up and I was like that. And what it was, his name's Benjamin Brandt. Benjamin Brantley. Benjamin Brandt, yeah. Benjamin Bland. It's for all you, detectives that like to look things up. He had his thing in my mouth, and because there would be times that I'd wake up in the morning and I would have like, stuff on my face, and I thought it was just me drooling, but it wasn't me drooling at all. And then you girls know, like when you get done, doing a do, when you go to the bathroom, you like wipe and it's like slip, and then you wipe again and it's like slip, and then you wipe again and it's like slip, you know what I mean? And that had happened so many times. Hi Lynn, how are you? And so I talked to my friend Sarah that was there, and I'm like, has that ever happened to you? And she's like, yeah, sometimes. And so it is gross. You're right. It's very gross. But it's just what it is. It is what it is. It's gross and it is what it is. Just like throwing up is gross, but it is what it is. So there was a girl, Caitlin, and she woke up in the middle of her RP, and she pushed him off of her, and she took off. She hit the emergency button, and she got out, and she ran across the street to the big hospital, and she said, I need an RP kit done on me right now. She said, I just been RP by the tech over there, and they did an RP. Thank you for the follow. They did an RP test on her, and it came back positive. And then it was on the news, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, and I called my friend Sarah, and I'm like, Sarah, like, we weren't imagining this stuff. Like, this shit was really happening to us. Like, we weren't imagining, like, what we thought was happening to us. Like, I thought I was reliving, you are a pretty lady, pull your dress over your right shoulder. It's meant to be like this. Look. It doesn't go like that. It's not meant to go like this. This shirt is meant to show this shoulder. Thank you, Guardian, for the heart me. Thank you. This is how this shirt is made. It's made to have this up here and this to be down here like this. This is how this shirt is made to be. But if it bothers you, I will cover myself. Okay. So there was 12 girls, and for the people that said, there wasn't 12 girls, there was 12 girls. I lived it, okay? I lived it. There was 5 of us that went through with it. 3 of the girls didn't go through with it. 1 of the girls took it to a higher place, right? And 1 of the girls unalived herself. So we had to go and testify, and it went on for 3 years because they didn't just sue Park Royal. They sued the entire umbrella that Park Royal was under, which is a huge, they had like 24 hospitals underneath it. So, hello, Nini. Welcome. If you are new here, give me a follow, please. I would appreciate it. If you are new here, please give me a follow. And if you have a penny, if you can do a heart me. And tapping is free. And I do have a gift goal up there. But gifting is not required. It's not mandatory. Let me change the gift. Maybe you guys don't like that gift. That's maybe why I haven't got a gift yet. Let's see. We'll change it. Maybe you guys aren't into the butterflies for you. We'll change it to something different. Whiskey glasses. Thank you for the heart, me. All right, we'll do the high march. Thank you for the heart, me. Thank you. Just fuck already. Thank you. Gifts for what? For listening to me entertain you. So, or because you like me and you want to hear my story, or because you're in here, or because all right, anyway, so it was on the news. So it was a long drawn out process. So you're saying trafficking is entertaining? I am absolutely not saying trafficking is entertaining. I never said that. Did I say that? Did I ever say that? Did I ever say that? Did I ever say that? I never said that. I never said that. So you're just gonna get blocked. Don't put words in my mouth. Do not put words in my mouth. Trafficking is very serious, and that's why I bring awareness to it, because it happens every fucking day. It happens every day. More than you would ever know. It happens to hundreds of women and men, children as well, every single day. I am a product of being trafficked, and I bring awareness to being trafficked. I bring awareness to being trafficked and how trafficking can just happen so easily. That comment was so rude. People are so rude. People are so incredibly rude. It's not even funny. People are so freaking rude. It's unbelievable how rude people are. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. Thank you, Jess. Thank you. All right, so please keep tapping. We are at 16. That's awesome. We're almost at 20K. That's awesome. Thank you. If you have a heart me, the best way to get me out on the FYP is tapping and a heart me. So the heart me is a penny. It's right up on top by my name, and I do have a gift goal up there, and it is for the it's the little clover thingies. Okay, so anyway, so we had our trial lasted for a very, very, very long time, and because it was very, I don't know if what he was doing with those videos, like, because when you're in a mental hospital, you have every room has a camera, and the showers. Thank you for the cheer, Jess. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, because it was a state-of-the-art and it was just built, the way you open the shower curtain, or the way you open the shower door, and the way your door opens, it makes like this, so you can't see in. But all the doors always have to be open when you're in the mental hospital, right? So I don't know if he was pausing the tapes, if he was deleting the tapes, but the police were able to get them back. And it showed, and he worked 3 days on, and he would take 4 days off, and then he would work 4 days on and take 3 days off. So I was there for 6 weeks. So for 6 weeks, I was getting RP'd in my sleep. For 6 weeks, I was getting RP'd. And mind you, I went there because I was trafficked for 8 months. I was trafficked and RP'd every single day for 8 months by being trafficked. And I got away from being trafficked. I broke free from being trafficked. And then I ended up getting ran over and pew-pewed. And then I end up getting RP'd by Doug. And then I go to a mental hospital because of all this shit. I'm so fucked in my head that then I end up getting RP'd by a tech in there for 6 weeks. For 6 weeks. Thank you, Tracy, for the heart me. Thank you. And thank you for the follow me. Thank you. Thank you. So the reason why it went on forever is because the police were able to get those tapes, and we had to watch ourselves get RP'd. We had to watch ourselves. Each girl, we all stood up there. We all stood up there holding hands. When we were on the benches sitting there, we would all sit there holding hands. And when it was like my turn, I had to watch myself get RP'd for that week. And then the next girl, which case is this? When at Park Royal, when I was RP'd at Park Royal. We were all holding hands. We were all there for each other, and we would have to go through each week, and that's why it took so long. Because when you're there at a mental hospital, you're there for a long time. So, like for me, I had to go and watch it for 6 weeks. And is this like the news? I mean, if you want it to be like the news. It's okay, Crazy Karma. I was RP'd in a mental hospital. I went to a mental hospital because I was trafficked. And I broke free from being trafficked. And then I got RP'd by another man after that. And then I went to a mental hospital because I was doing a lot of hugs to band-aid everything in my head, and I knew I needed help, and I ended up getting RP'd by a tech there. It's Park Royal. You can look it up. You can Google it. You'll see it. It's there. You'll see my name in there. But we had to watch ourselves being RP'd in our sleep. What he would do is he would come in with something that would put you out. I can't remember what it's called. But it was like a tranquilizer or something that would put you out. It was used for like when the mental patients would get out of hand, and they would just give them a shot so where it would put them out for a while. So that's what he was doing, was he was coming into our room and he was putting the shot into us so we wouldn't know that it was going on. Thank you, Seka, for the rose. Thank you. So we had no clue, except for that one time I did wake up when it was in my mouth, and after that I didn't know. Thank you, Tina, for the rose. Thank you so much. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. So when it came to this one girl, she didn't make it that long. So she was also there for 6 weeks, but the first trial that we went to, she watched herself get RP'd by this man, and the next trial was the hardest trial for us because she went home that night and she unalived herself. She took her own life that night because she couldn't handle watching herself getting RP'd the way she was. So she took her life. And the next trial was the hardest one because when they were showing the next week when he was working and when we were getting RP'd, stop it. If this was a true story, you wouldn't be able to talk about it so easily. Rebecca, look it up. It is a true story. Look it up. And you know how I'm able to talk about it so easily? Is because I talk about it all the time. I take my story and I bring awareness to it. So you stop it. Look it up. Google it before you come in here for me. Fucking Google it. And Google it right now. And you'll see it's a true goddamn story. As I was saying. So the second time, don't even mute her. Block her. I say mute people, but block her. She deserves a blocking. I always say mute people, block her ass. Just block her. That was so rude. And people say that all the time. It's, oh, you talk about your story, because I've had to talk about my story for so long because I bring awareness to it. This is healing for me to talk about it because I can bring awareness to other people about how easy it is to get trafficked and how easy it is for things to happen and how easy it is for things to go on. So the second round is thank you, Lisa, for the rose. The second week was the hardest one because when they showed us getting RP'd again, because we had to go through it each time. Hi, Joanne. Guys, make sure we're tapping on the screen. If you haven't grabbed your heart me, please grab your heart me. And we have 36 people in here. We've had 4 heart me's. We've only had 4 heart me's. And we do have a gift goal of the clover up there. So we don't have, if anybody wants to do a gift goal, you can. Gifts are not mandatory. Thank you, Alyssa, for the heart me. Gifts are not mandatory. But I'm going to be talking here regardless. But I am pouring my heart out to you. So if you want to give a gift, then I'm not going to be mad at it. Okay, so the second one was the worst because thank you, Joanne, for the heart meme. When we had to go in Oh, Joanne, thank you for the first one. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you so much, Joanne. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Melissa, for the heart me. Thank you. So the second time we had to go in for court was the hardest because instead of hi Melissa, instead of thank you for the heart me, Melissa, Bankhead, thank you for the heart me, thank you. The second time was the hardest because and we had to watch ourselves getting RP'd, under the Halidol or whatever it is. But this time we had to watch the girl who went home that night that unalived herself. This time her tape was her on a steel bed, on the hospital bed, with tubes hanging from where the doctors tried to bring her back to life. And that's something that I would never get out of my head. There's so many things that I have in my head that I will never unsee. When I'm telling you this, I'm literally reliving my traumas right now. Thank you, Joanne, for the cake. Thank you so much. Thank you for the cake. I'm literally reliving all of my traumas right now. And it's making me sick to my stomach to think that the second time that we went in there, she was laying on the bed and there was IVs in her and there was tubes and there were so many things that the doctors did everything. Why tell it and relive it? To bring awareness to it. To bring awareness to it. And it's my story to tell. It's my story to tell. And it brings awareness because it happens every single day. And people don't realize how bad it happens every single day to people. How easy it can happen. How easy it can happen. So anyway, 3 months into it, we won. Obviously, we won. I got a huge settlement. But I was still on hugs. So, being on hugs is, I have 14 years clean now. But being on hugs is the worst thing in the world because I was such a piece of shit back in the day. And I robbed from my mom her jewelry and I pawned it. And that's because my hubby was with me. I took my mom's jewelry and I pawned it all. And I would take things and pawn it, and I would do terrible things as a junkie, horrible, terrible things. And the only good thing that I did do, because I was still on hugs when I got that settlement, is I took my mom to Kay's jeweler and I let her go crazy in there. I was like, get whatever you want. Whatever you want, you get. And she got a lot. She got a lot of jewelry. In which she was I took a lot. But she got about like $100,000 worth of jewelry, which was fine. I mean, when I tell you I got a huge check, I mean, I literally got RP'd at a mental hospital for 6 weeks. You know, and here's the kicker, is that they hired him because he had a family member that worked there. And so his cousin, I don't know if it's cousin, his brother, whatever, to him, put a good word in for him. But he already had sexual charges on his record before he even started at Park Royal. So that was another good thing that works in our favor. But I paid my mom's car off. She had a brand new Audi. You know, she got like $100,000 in jewelry, which she deserved. And then I spent the rest of it on hugs, and I had nothing else I could have bought a big, beautiful house. I could have bought a beautiful car. I could have bought a lot, but it was all gone within months, and I just went crazy. I partied like a rock star, and that's just what hugs do to you. But that was a weird noise. Thank you for the follow. Thank you. By the way, you guys, I do have a thing up on my page right now. If you go to my page, it's like 3 videos in. I'm doing a friend away that when you follow me, or if you tag your friends and your friends follow me, you get 20 extra tickets, and you get a big basket. I put a big basket of stuff to give away. To one person will win. It's a friend away if you follow me. But you have to go on to that video and like it, share it, and tag your friends. And then if they follow me, you get 20 extra tickets if they follow me too. And just do all the stuff you have to do. But that's on there. But I told my story in supporters only of being trafficked. That's the only place that I ever tell my story of being trafficked. It's in supporters. Because as you see, I have a lot of trolls that come onto my page. So I only tell my story of being trafficked in Survivor, or in subscribers. Hi Debbie Star, how are you? But I will talk about my other 2 in here, as long as there's not a lot of trolls, and which there is tonight. But at least I had this Italian come step up and help Maud out and help Honeybee out. 1-800 Lizard. Yeah, I'm definitely not a lot lizard, that's for sure. Thank you for the heart, me Debbie. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm okay now. You know, like, I have triggers all the time. I always have triggers. When I go into the store, hi Renee, I'm Italian, I'll help you. Right? Only Italian people are mods. I'm just kidding. Thank you, Debbie, for the March. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you for those little clovers. They 4-leaf clovers, I think they are. Thank you so much. I think the next, I wonder what the Easter ones are going to be. I don't know. Hi, Christine. How are you, love? How are you? But, I'm so sick and tired of hearing people say that, my story isn't true because I don't, cry over it. But I have brought my story into so many meetings. I have brought my story into so many places. I have brought my story. I actually went back into Park Royal and brought my story back into Park Royal. I actually went back into there and brought my story back into there. So, oh, that's okay. It's okay, Heather. Not having a good day on here anyway. At all. There's a shit ton of trolls. And, thank you, Debbie, for the hearts. Thank you. There's a shit ton of trolls and, hello from Alabama. I am in Florida. Motor Patrol tells families stay away from the rest areas at night, especially single. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Dementia survival. You have dementia? I take care of my mother who has dementia. She has the beginning stages of dementia. And she just now was diagnosed with the beginning stages of Parkinson's. Thank you, Heather, for the heartening. So, that's a hard one for me because my mom was always, through my addiction, my mom was the only one who stayed by my side. I broke my family apart. I have 2 blood sisters that we haven't talked. One blood sister came on here and tried to say that none of this ever happened to me, but she doesn't know me. She hasn't talked to me in 25 years. So she didn't know any of that ever happened to me because we haven't talked. But addiction breaks up families, and I broke up my family. And my mom, no matter what, would never give up on me. No matter what, she would never give up on me. And she's the strongest woman I know. And now she's become so weak. She'll ask me a question and then she'll turn around and she'll ask me the same question 2 seconds later. And just turn around and ask me the same question 2 seconds later. She still has her long-term memory, but she doesn't have her short-term memory anymore. And now that she's been diagnosed with Parkinson's, she shakes. Her hands shake really, really bad now. And to watch her just watching the strongest person that you've ever seen. My mom is the strongest person that I know. Go downhill. She never gave up on me, and I will never give up on her. I will never ever give up on her. As long as I'm alive, she will never go into a home. You know, where is she at right now? She is laying on the couch asleep. She fell asleep watching TV. And I know that because I've got a camera. I got cameras all around my house. I got them inside my house too. And I've got a monitor right there where I can look and see exactly what she's doing at all times. At all times I can see what she's doing. When I'm sitting right here, I can look right up there at the monitor and see what she's doing. But it's so hard to watch somebody who after my father passed away, she had to really step up. Because I was a daddy's girl. Big time. My dad was my everything. Like, it was a known thing that my mom was my two sisters. Like, my mom favored my two sisters over me, and my dad favored me over my two sisters. It was just a thing, I was daddy's girl, and my two sisters were mommy's girls, And when my father passed away, like, she really had to step things up and be there for me, and she is just the strongest person I know, and I know I'm not gonna have her that much longer. There's tea in here. It says invite tea. Where is she in here? I haven't seen tea for like 4 months. Probably fucking hates me too. She used to come in here all the time. She doesn't ever come in here anymore. I haven't seen her forever. I hate how everybody turn me into something that I'm not. Just because I don't show emotion when I tell my story, everyone assumes that it's not true, and anyway, I'm gonna get off here. If nobody told you all today that they loved you and you're beautiful, I love you and you're so beautiful. This world is a better place because you simply exist. Just know your worth because you are worthy. And you're very special, and you all are beautiful. You are beautiful people. Thank you, Heather. Good night.